Okay, mic should be on. Appears to be fine dandy. Let's get rid of the usual text, which is this and that. Go. A friend on board. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we're back for a new game now, and I'm not holding it this time. It's Plimer who's taking charge
Yeah.
again. He's taking it to the skies, I believe.
Into the unknown.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Plimer's going to be doing
Yeah.
Ace Combat, if I recall
Ace Combat
correctly.
7, yeah, which is the only one I ever played because most of them were made for like the PS2. Yeah. And
to be fair, it's kind of like playing only Final Fantasy VII, even though there's like 6 other games. Everyone's jumped onto the 7th one.
And like you can start with this one. Like I think even if you kind of know the world, this there would have still be confusing because it honestly is confusing.
Oh, good.
Right. Yeah.
Let me just switch over.
So quick before I jump in. So for you demo and also for all of yours. So if you're not familiar with the Is a Comet, it takes place in the Strangereal universe where Earth exists, all the nations and continents look called differently and look a bit differently, but it's still kind of modeled after the current countries or past countries. And yeah, follows this weird semi-continuity but kind of throws us off. And the whole reason why they all fight wars against each other all the time is because asteroid almost hit Earth.
Right.
And then everybody and was like, wait, we need to prevent this and build super weapons to shoot on asteroids until they realized, hey, we can just shoot other people with these.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And
we
then
learned nothing.
And everything gets solved with fighter jets.
Okay, so we learned nothing. Good to know.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Question. So, the little I've seen of this game, I noticed that, well, as you pointed out, that the continents are different. Did I see that correctly? That it was one big continent now instead of multiple?
Yeah, but this is just what we feel like. There's other continents.
Okay, well, it's kind of like Pangea then.
Say?
Pangea. Do you not know what Pangea is?
Is this the prehistoric continent when Earth only had one?
Correct.
Okay, then
you win 10 points.
Pronunciation feels weird, but yeah. But I think you only ever saw this word is written, so
it's spelled weird, like all English.
But
anyway,
there are multiple continents as far as I understand. We just see the one here, and yes, I want to restart my progress.
Oh, can't have multiple save slots.
Yeah, but at least you keep all your updates and stuff, and I will be playing on easy because
stream reasons.
Yeah, I don't want to be stuck too long.
Well, you know where I've been.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special?
I can definitely tell that it was just made by Japanese people.
It does to me.
How can you?
It's very artsy for starters.
When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue.
Are you sure we're not playing Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations.
Honestly, this is like part of the reason why I will look for the generation, because I think this is the closest I can get you to how Kingdom Hearts and was for me.
Fucking steamroller here.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there.
Is this like directed by an anime director or something like this?
Could be. It is, but it's pretty much.
Kojima would like some words.
What if we did Star Wars with chats, and I was like, yeah, but it's also and this is what Ace Combat is.
I'm gonna be convinced this is a Kojima production. Because I'm getting those vibes right now.
It does feel like it, yeah.
Smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked.
That's not how that works.
We got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we...
That's free money, you idiots. You're just giving that away.
Yeah.
I cut my teeth working with those geezers.
It's like, if it's just an entire field where you have to spend, years searching it, you can be like, yeah, I'll scavenge some for your own, you're fine.
But do pay what you find, goddammit.
I was at the airstrip doing some flight
I mean, if they're friends, I can see this being a thing.
A
Very boxy.
Can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running.
Okay, fair enough.
And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older.
Get it?
But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
It's ingrained into the jet.
So wash your hands.
Then, finally,
You could tell she's a mechanic.
This is,
I was ready
yeah,
to
it's like, this isn't just from
All this
today,
plane
it
could do
looks
was
like.
take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Don't fuck it up, no pressure.
Just spent use of your life spilling that.
And do know that this is a prototype, so inevitably something will go wrong when it flies up.
No, this isn't the prototype. The prototypes were like the ones you talked about. This is just not plain thing. Restored.
Oh, it's working. But still, it's like this thing's handmade. There's definitely going to be something that was built wrong in this thing.
What do you
Fuck's sake.
think? Why do you think this one?
For fuck's sake, you took the you put in the intake, the air intake the wrong way around. For fuck's sake,
High into the sky.
it's throwing you out. It's supposed to be taking it in.
Dark blue.
That would be bad, yeah.
Almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They
Shit.
were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn,
Neat.
I've never seen anything move that
Wait,
fast.
just 30 or 13?
It had a rose
30.
painted on it.
Because I don't think you survived 30.
Hmm.
But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put in your best to see this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
No, that sound. Oh, good start.
Yeah. So, like, actually, nothing with the plane went wrong, but got shut
But
down.
outside interference.
Yeah.
Settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission.
I do like the style of this mission briefings.
Oh, this is a pretty good, you know, presentation for the game. I really like it.
The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert.
It's set up in a way to be like, yeah, I can see that they're projecting this to everyone in the room, pretty much.
Find the unidentified craft.
Yeah.
Use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will.
What the hell was that?
Ah, that's us.
We're under attack.
Yeah.
Numerous unidentified aircraft have burned overhead.
So don't we have radar?
Apparently not.
Injured. Scramble. All units, take off.
We only have radar for our local region, nothing outside of it.
Yeah.
Not a drill.
And so this is not a twin line, it has to be everywhere.
It's a requirement.
Yeah. And you also kind of, in all missions, have like a brief of what you will be fighting. So we fight just one plane. Doesn't that seem nice?
Just the one. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. Going with the F-22 because
So-
that's the one on the cover and also in the thumbnail because Demo has a sixth sense for,
It looked appropriate.
yeah. There's also parts which kind of enhance your thing, but since this got over my last save, I think I have the best layout I can, so.
So I'm assuming that there's natural progression unlocks in this game, and this
Yeah.
vehicle is one of them.
And I will for the most part use higher tier planes to kind of cut it down.
Fair enough. And I just happen to pick the one ideal.
Yeah.
Again, it just looked correct out of all the other options. I was referencing with at least with the cover art for Ace Combat is like, oh, we're using modern fighter jets, so I'll just use what is the most modern looking jet that is available to me. And it was this one.
That's fair.
Column Squadron take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
Yeah, let me just
For takeoff.
Pre-flight
do
checks.
this. Give me controls.
Full throttle, go!
Ah, we müssen eigentlich disengage at the start. Sad.
Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Okay.
We didn't fire prematurely.
Nah.
Yeah. The usual checkups to make sure the system works correctly.
Yeah, it's just like you can change like the radar stuff, so it becomes bigger. You know, and you can actually see where you have to go.
Do it. Not many games I see where they actually integrate camera being affected by the environment. Oh, that was easy.
Yay! That was the one enemy. We're done.
There's some background conversations going on, but we don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, this is like one of the like there's lots going on during the missions, and you're
But I'm
finding
focusing
random
playing the damn game.
Yeah. There's also like you usually have like your main missiles, you have a gun, and then you have a special one that you can kind of change. That you know you don't have as much of them, and they take longer to charge and everything. But yeah,
Naturally,
they're
there's an
usually
ammo.
more effective because you know you can like do 3 of them at the same time and hopefully kill them all.
Oop. Okay, no, you're gone. But there was a chance they could have avoided it.
Yeah, like missiles are not guaranteed hits, and especially like boss planes and you know better ones will avoid them more quickly, and you kind of have to also align them up a bit so that you don't fire this deep angle because then it misses.
They know how to do their barrel rolls and aileron rolls.
Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, it is very arcadey, and you can just spam missiles on most missions.
Yeah, I gotta press the button.
But if you
I gotta press the button for the whole barrel roll thing because I've said it now.
Do a barrel roll!
He's done the thing! Okay. It's still weird. So on the soundboard, I just pressed. Plymer couldn't hear the soundboard, by the way. I pressed the button for do the barrel thing from Star Fox 64. It's still weird that you can. So not too long ago, some like Nintendo assets leaked, including the uncompressed audio files from Star Fox 64 for the voice lines. It is weird hearing them uncompressed, like crisp, raw HD audio from a game that was always heard in compression.
yeah.
So it includes hearing like how some of the actors performed and how different they sound without the, like when they're uncompressed they sound completely different. It's like that was not how I pictured it in my mind.
And yeah, we have some. This is like why you want to extend the radar so you can actually see everything.
Naturally.
Okay, no, not on with this because the aim is a bit weird. And then you have to slow down because they're flying so slow.
I'm assuming right now there's like a mission border radius of the area, right?
Yeah, there's a map, and I think if you get out of it.
Get back into the combat field, damn it!
Yeah.
We're boarding the mission!
Oh shit, it actually hit me.
It did?
Like,
Didn't look like it.
enemies also fire missiles at you, and usually you kind of have to make hard turns just before the impact to do the exact same thing they did, where like, if the angle is steep, missiles will go past you.
But don't you have flares? Isn't that the usual thing?
Yeah, but you only have 3 flares, but 116 missiles, which...
The logic here is completely wrong.
Yeah, like, this is not a realistic game, and we'll get into it, like, how not realistic it is
It's like, I'm positive like any jet would have more than 3 sets of flares.
Yeah, like, because flares don't really take up much space. Missiles do.
I mean, I know that the whole point of flares is that when they fire out, like, a lot of them come out, but I'm pretty sure that's just how they set up as charges, right?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be heavy.
Sci-fi actually comes
Yeah.
down. But, you know, there are people that do gun-only runs. I'm not going to do it because I'm not good enough at this game. I mean, enough trouble actually taking out, you know, a slow fighting combat.
So, curious, a game like this, how viable is it if you could do it with a flight stick?
I think you probably could quite well.
Still need to get one, damn it. Because I have a couple games that would be like, oh, this would be amazing with a flight stick. So I don't play them because I don't have one yet. Especially with the VR element as well, it makes it super immersive.
But yeah, I think this will turn quite well. But I'm not having too much trouble with mouse as well.
Yeah, you're doing this with mouse and keyboard this time, right?
Yeah, because I like mouse and keyboard.
Which is fair, you know, each to your own. Shame that doesn't apply to fucking GTA for some God knows reason. It's decided to use the number pad on the right for some reason for some of the inputs. What the fuck? Why? I get you have to factor in the fact that you also have to do the whole roll turning and then actual turning, but whatever. As soon as I saw that happening, well, both of us saw that happening. It's like, no, fuck this, we're out. We're not doing this now. That's a pretty big factor of not playing GTA Online.
Yeah, and the other one is we needed more people to play it actually. And
Yeah,
you also get a replay of your mission, which is nice.
Yeah, if you want highlights.
If you care about it.
You're that kind of person. Yeah, GTA Online sucks if it's only just 2 people. Even with 3, I don't think you can do enough of the missions. You need a full team of 4. It sucks.
Yeah.
You could play with online with randos, but who the fuck would do that?
No, not in GTA.
No,
seriously.
no.
But you also get the, like, when they do some more exposition, you get a review of what you killed, which is also...
Oh, this is a data recap of what you've done.
Yeah.
That's neat. Even tells the angles you're flying at as well, which means right at the end you can do the howl when you miss.
Like, I just gotta appreciate stuff like that.
It's nice. It makes complete sense. That kind of stuff would be recorded in fighter jets. They do that. You know, the whole black box thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy stated that the
are we gonna pick back up with the woman building the whole jet thing, or has that just been dropped entirely now?
The nation's aircraft carriers, including one
No,
still under construction,
we just moved to a completely
sustained
different part of
severe
it. Don't worry about it.
We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of
It will
Osean
come back, but yeah, this is also
carriers
part
currently
because
at
you
sea.
jump from a lot of stuff.
I've just received
My
breaking
inner
news.
pitch meeting is sticking out of me right now.
Southern Uja has been seized.
I need you to get all the way off my back about that right now.
Reports say former
Yeah.
President Harden was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's
This is also like a figure from previous games.
that caused economic frictions in the
I
area.
recognize this voice actor. I think she's in Mass Effect for one of the newsreaders.
Located near Erusia, on the continent of Uja, the space elevator has been under construction for some
I'm
time.
positive. Definitely positive. At least for an Asari.
Federation has declared a
You can
national
hear it.
state of emergency.
I actually need to turn down the game audio bit. And I was like, I'm having time to hear you when they're also talking.
This is why we're supposed to do tests. But you said, nah, it's fine.
Yeah, because I was flying and didn't watch too many cutscenes, which my
Breaking
mistake.
news from ENN.
We'll tweak in a minute.
Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel 2.
The average gamer was doing this
Yeah,
right now.
for
It's like, get back to the fighter jet shit.
In the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles.
I'm here
at
for
civilian
political
managed to
shit.
shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
Ah,
Yeah, and this is also like where this don't get so confusing because you have Yusha on Osea.
They both got slammed by an asteroid.
Yeah.
Uja was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit.
Oh Oh, it actually impacted.
Huh, we fucked up.
Refugees
Yeah.
swarmed the Erusian Republic. The biggest
Right, so I'm guessing
country
logically when they were building the weapon to take out the asteroid, it probably got taken over before it even got to be used then. If they fucked up.
one they had no
Or that, or they just
Yeah,
fucked
I
up and
think
they
it
had the
was
weapon left over.
afterwards to prevent this
That's the
happening
war that
again, and
got
then
fought
yeah.
and died in. The biggest nations from two continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world.
Uh-huh.
They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usia. Paid for by the Oseans.
Why did he need a space elevator?
President said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans.
Yeah, and confused with the names
folks in
already.
Erusia
Yeah, I am.
Osia was moving in to take over.
This doesn't help so
You
no.
could have made them sound phonetically different, goddammit.
When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone.
Seriously though, why did they need a space
Second
elevator?
declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space
Reasons.
elevator without sending a single
But
drop
now
of oil.
Erusia needs it for reasons.
President Harlan
I'm assuming it's
claimed
just like
the
a
elevator went
cultural
heaven until it disappeared.
symbol, something
Yeah,
like that,
must have.
whatever.
While that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked
Oh,
all
real
around
subtle there.
Osia used a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers.
As a fun fact, Gründer,
Everyone thought
the
they were
company from the
capable of
shipping
doing what they
containers,
did that day.
is like the
With
umbrella
infinite
company
accuracy, they
that's
managed
like,
to take out
why are they
every
still a
Oh.
thing?
military,
I think they
Oh.
tried to nuke
and
the
not a
whole world
single
at some
civilian
point.
was hurt in the process.
Sorry, when you say umbrella, I'm thinking, oh yeah,
Osia
Resident Evil
pissed
did that
lots of
shit too.
people off with their huge military presence around the world.
But you also meant like the equivalent for like actual umbrella companies, these facade companies.
No, I meant Resident Evil,
And
where
when
it's
all
like,
this was
why is
going
this
down,
still a company
I just
still
so
a
happened
thing
to be
after
on
all
the
these
flying
games?
Dragoon
Okay, no, fair enough. Multiple things I'm thinking of then. But yeah, to be fair, after the ship from 3, which causes the city to be nuked, Umbrella did go defunct. Thank fuck.
Okay.
But its legacy still lived on. Other companies just filled in the same void.
I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base. Then
I actually pick
got
it up quite
arrested for
quickly.
breaking wartime aviation
She
laws
didn't
or
even
something.
eject from the
The
fucking...
world went from
She should be
being
dead.
at peace to being at war.
That's not
all
how it works in
with
Ace
a
Combat.
blink of an eye.
It's like characters refusing to drown in the new Avatar film. Like, Jesus Christ, they can hold their breath.
But they learned it.
I know you can learn to, like, you know, control your breath and all that, but it's like, this is like, what, 12 minutes? You're breaking records
Yeah.
here.
But maybe now we work differently. We don't know. Like maybe the
They
lung
definitely
capacity
do.
is just.
I was
Well, they
trapped.
definitely do, considering they confirmed that the Navi
Strapped
can,
into a cargo
you know,
ship.
withstand oxygen much better than we can with their,
Yeah.
was it, anemone-based
Because-
air?
Yeah, because they also can breathe the other ones quite well. Yeah.
We headed off down south for several days and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia on the opposite side of the Usian continent.
This name is so
For a port
It's like
that
I
was
played
dull
with
as
this
hell.
game once, and
It had
they're like,
3
oh yeah,
rusty
Rusia,
patrol boats.
kind of
On the
bad
base,
guys,
The
easiest.
fences were topped with razor wire. The
Other
tower had a
they were
searchlight
real
and
part of,
machine
and then
guns.
Austria,
And
which
a
is the
truck with a gun
continent.
turret was parked in front of
Is this going to be part of the test?
Yes.
Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison.
Oh shit.
This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just
What?
big balloons.
Oh.
And the
I was
rest
gonna say,
weren't even
hold the
painted,
fuck on.
just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie.
Called a decoy.
The only
Yeah.
reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought that they could park on the
I
fake
forgot how
runway.
much cutscenes this is making
Can
it.
you
You don't
believe
real-
I honestly don't know.
You don't realize this
Yeah.
shit till you start
Yeah.
playing it for stream's sake. When you're playing it, you're at home, you're not thinking about this. You're just enjoying your time.
Them set the dogs on
Yeah.
me.
Anyway, planes.
Yeah. Maybe at some point I should skip the mission briefings a bit because they usually are like,
Rusia has made a declaration
Yeah, but we
Oh,
need
there, kill stuff.
context.
in all countries on the
Yeah.
continent stationing
Well, this is the first stream, so don't skip any so far.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Anything after this stream, you can go ahead and decide when to skip what isn't necessary. Yeah, there's a lot of jargon going on here.
throughout Usia. The combination of these forces
I just realized something, an interesting topic. You don't truly appreciate something till you really revisit it a couple of times. Like, well, say, well, for example, Avatar, since I brought that up. You don't really fully, truly appreciate it till you had revisits, so you're more familiar with the content than you did the first time around. Because a lot of times, a lot of characters, names, locations, doesn't really lock in your brain, does it?
Yeah, yeah.
Until you become properly familiar with it, then it starts connecting with you better. Which was the same. Which was the same for me for Mass Effect, by the way. The first time, it didn't lock in right.
It's like same as like when I switched from like when I finished Andromeda and started Mass Effect 1, in the beginning it also didn't click until Roma. I was like, what? I could just kill Wakes and wait, somebody just died? It's like, oh.
Though it starts truly clicking with you, you start appreciating it more. It took my revisit for Mass Effect to actually truly like the game. I didn't quite fully understand the game initially.
The first one now, right?
Yeah, just the whole trilogy. The first time around,
Wow.
didn't quite click right. I played it,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I didn't become favorably connected to it as I am now.
Fair. I mean, I think this is also like a standstill for good stories where like the foreshadowing, and if you start to notice that, like, you really appreciate it.
It only works when you start paying attention. Something like this, I can definitely tell it's one of those titles that, unless you truly actually connect with it, it's going to go over your head a bit.
And we're going to get, maybe in this stream already, there's definitely one that's just, like, you can't figure this out on your own on the first playthrough, because
Well, I'm already lost
even
right
though
now.
it's there, it's so in between that you don't really notice it.
Okay, tweaking volumes.
Do I not have...
Go into fly option. Let's just see. Or not.
Oh, it's... Okay. Wait.
If you want to
then
tweak
it
your
will ask
volume,
me to-
if you want to tweak volume mixer now, that'd be the best time.
Yeah, probably just...
Let me just go over here. There you go. You can go ahead. I'm not showing anything. I will tweak the volume on my end as soon as you're done.
I think I will just turn this code a bit up and...
Whatever whatever you need to do, it won't affect me.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the game.
Yeah. Should be better now.
Hopefully. Yeah, it's interesting you tweaked Discord via the volume mixer, not Discord itself.
Yeah, because you're almost kind of on max, but yeah, I could have done that.
That's the benefit with Discord, is that you can tweak each person individually, which is
very
nice blessing. I give Discord that plus. Thank you.
And this is like one where they always like, oh, you're flying close to the ground, have fun with that.
Now get closer! Got a daredevil over here. Let's see, is it all conveniently all in a row?
Kind of, yeah.
This is one of those little niche things everyone likes doing when you're in destructive path. It's like, okay, can I visually set up a path where I can be as most efficient as I can without looping, basically?
How did this one miss?
I hit a tree.
Oh, trees.
Trees exist!
Yeah.
Best of trees, I wish they would all burn down. I'm guessing you can't go back for that one?
I mean, I'm just clearing the targets right now. Like, yeah, there's other stuff there.
Oh, okay, there's primary target and then there's optional.
Yeah, there's like in each mission, like the red ones are the targets you actually have to.
The primary, and then you have
kill.
optional
And
ones that
then
get in the
there's
way.
just like, stuff that's there because this
Fuck
is
it.
a military base. Which I actually do like this. Like,
Okay, I was gonna say, is the score based? Yes, there's a score at the top left. If you want to go for high scores, blow all the shit up.
Yeah.
And be an efficient time as well. Can you target friendlies? It looked like you could target friendlies. Was that just me?
That wasn't friendly.
It was green
And
instead of
what I
red.
also really appreciate is like, you have this arrow that indicates the next
Very,
enemies, so you're
very
not
helpful.
completely clueless.
So
There you go.
that stuff I always appreciate, but though it does get to a point where it's like, how much do I have to pull up so I can retarget this damn guy?
Yeah.
It's like, as soon as you can see him, you're mostly
good
good. I don't think that one hit.
Come on. No, I actually have to.
Ah, that shit. I hate that shit. The second you see it, the second you see the plane, it's already off screen. Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, and then someone would just be like, hey, let's find a new target.
Yeah, I just like fly away, recenter myself.
I just saw, there you are. It's like, I just saw one.
I'm not sure if it's better or worse with like Star Wars or any sci-fi games. With zero gravity you factor in, you can go any angle, but in a game like this, it doesn't seem to matter anyway.
Yeah.
Gravity doesn't seem to apply for fighter jets.
Basically, really touching all my missiles.
Well, that's something I kind of want to see. If it would feel different. If they tried, like, say, World War era type planes, they couldn't anywhere do maneuverabilities anywhere near like this, could they?
No, like, no.
Like, they have to factor in,
Not
like,
that long.
pulling up that hard for that long, it would actually eventually start to drop. Now, imagine that as a gameplay mechanic. Intentionally going up.
Sorry?
Like, intentionally going up, you losing power, you'd have to dip back down, but then you doing that would catch any players who are right behind you. You know, that shit. Love that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a really famous battlefield clip where somebody just goes up, jumps out of the plane and fires down at the rocket launcher at the.
That's
plane
not what I
behind them.
meant, but that is also good. That's cool.
Yeah, that's.
Nice.
Why is this still a target on the?
Really far down, by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's like
Your mini-map's there. Use it.
you're a plane, like you have the symbol of a plane, but why can't I see you? Oh, you're just starting. Well.
That's cute. Should I be concerned? Nah, it's fine.
Okay, their missile missed. This was just the guns. Yeah, and I think if I'm too damaged, I will actually auto repair a bit.
Of course you have an auto repair. Why wouldn't you?
But that's because of one of the upgrades I have.
It's just like this. You know, this game franchise tries to be realistic, yet not at the same time.
No, it isn't. It like its combat is.
No, I mean
it
like
doesn't try to be realistic.
I mean, like,
Oh,
graphically,
graphic, I
in
see.
detail, is very on point with attention to, like, there. You can see the
Yeah.
wind pushing on the wings of the plane. It knows where to put the detail.
Stuff like this. I have the anti-air stuff. Thank you very much.
Oh, lovely.
It's like, why did this go nuclear right now?
No, you just got very close with the explosion.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the bigger one than expected.
Well, it's a big fucking plane. And then
And
there's this shit.
This is like Straight Minecraft is common sense, like mission update.
Mission's never
Yeah,
done.
like, you have this preview of what you're going to fight, and then it will never match up because other stuff
No.
comes upon.
Many a time I've seen that in other games. It's like, you think you're done? No, you're not. Here's another thing. Deal with it. They move fast, that's for sure.
Yeah. Maybe I should have picked Cramps for this one already.
Ah, you're fine.
Okay, but they only take one hit, that was the good thing, right?
As they should. They're drones. They're not as big or bulky,
Yeah.
but the benefit is that they're pretty good at moving.
Fast and
Miss. Or not. Okay. Just looked like you're going in too fast. You would, like, swoosh right by it.
yeah, I wasn't that confident in it. At some point you just gotta bring missiles down target. Eventually it will hit.
So can you prematurely fire a missile and it will try to target onto the nearest location?
Yeah, you could just but it doesn't have guidance, so it's like it won't go anywhere.
No, I mean, like, when you fire it and after a bit, if you locked onto the target, will smartly go towards that target.
I actually have never tried it.
Oh. Better late than never. But I'm assuming not, but I don't know. I'm just picturing mechanics and all that.
Right. You also ice up in clouds a bit, even though
Yeah.
I have stuff that
There's that realism.
helps me with it. How about I took down like 5 already? No, way more.
No, he said an enemy, not a
This doesn't
drone. Although
I
you've been
killed
doing,
people.
as you can
I
see, you've been
killed
doing a
lots
lot of
people in
that.
this game already.
But that was before he made the
Pretty good.
claim.
Spoilers, we won't.
Okay. Does bring up realism. I couldn't bring it up because missed my chance. With the space elevator, that cannot be done physically. No matter what you say, it just cannot be done unless you tell me there is a good use. Explain as to how they did it.
I think we, in theory, could it if we figured out a way to mass produce nanocarbon tubes or something like that. Yeah, it's.
Okay, so the main reason why this doesn't work, or at least the current iteration of it being a stationary elevator, is that the gravitational force and pull of the rotation of the planet differs depending on where you are in space, connecting to the planet. So the rotation at the base of the planet is far different than the rotation of the elevator far past the planet. It would just snap it in half without even having to try.
It's significant. And okay, I think this was a different missions where everything goes to shit. And
give it a minute.
people actually die.
The only way I can see the space elevator working, quite too much effort, but I saw this in a historian video bring up the topic, but it's the most believable sense. If the space elevator wasn't stationary in where it was placed on the planet, it would be on a moving track around the planet to compensate for the rotational force.
That would be so much a logistical nightmare.
It would be, but it'd be it's the only way that would make it functionally usable without snapping in half. It would just compensate. But again, it's very impractical. Just build a rocket.
Yeah, but rockets are inefficient. I know why why it would be really cool to make one, but it's also really difficult.
Also, where is the space elevator connected to, by the way?
I think right now it isn't really connected to anywhere because
it's just a fucking viewing platform, isn't it?
Doing it.
It's just a viewing platform. It doesn't go anywhere. It's I would believe it if it went to a station or something, but that station has to have its own movement as well.
Yeah.
So the more you think about it, the more impractical it is. It's space elevator to where? The moon. No, you can't do that.
Oh no, I mean the moon is I can see low orbit, but not the moon.
You can't connect to it directly. You'd stop the moon from moving.
It doesn't have a circular thing, and it moves fast, and it also rotates on its own.
Again, the elevator was snapped. It's it's a cool idea. Cannot be done.
Yeah.
Anyway, aircraft fighters.
Yeah.
We're not here to talk about space. We're talking about low atmosphere.
We're doing more stuff and losing most of them.
Naturally. Seen enough Metal Gear to know where this is going. Oppenberg. Okay. Seriously, is this the best map we could scan? I'd say where half the terrain is.
Yeah, we know that.
Damn drones. Are the drones the equivalent of the nanomachines in this franchise?
Kind of, yeah. In this installation at least.
Well, at least it means there won't be any consequences of killing. No guild there for just killing drones.
Let's say.
Well, since there's drones, there's no consequence of killing, basically.
Yeah, but you
no
kill
guilt.
lots of pilots as well, and civilians sometimes.
Oh no, the civilians, what are we to do?
This is also one of the stables in the is combat meme community. You pretty much work for them. Actually, quickly go into the aircraft tree. Because I think after these missions I should have some... I have a bit... Oh, this is an aircraft. Come on, it's some fine.
Not enough.
This is the ship. Yeah.
That's what you're currently using, right?
Yeah. I will keep it in mind because I don't need it for these missions. But to take aircraft might be useful at some point.
Also, just need to remind you, you are still on easy mode.
Yeah. You are right. And I was thinking of taking, so this is different kind, so I now have the one where you can lock onto 8 different targets and fire air-to-air missiles. There's
Why
also
would you
like
need that?
quick air-to-air missiles, which track way better, which I've quickly thought about using, but I think I know what's coming up, and I think I just want to hit as much stuff as possible.
Okay, but like, all right. The only benefit to targeting 8 at once is if they just happen to be flying in a cluster, but that's not going to happen a lot. It's only going to happen like once in a scenario, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, we refueling?
Yeah, and
I love this shit.
I just didn't realize how quickly I did this.
Yeah, they designed it to be efficient. This is a real thing, by the way. As much as you think this is science fiction, this is real.
I know this is real, but it's like I just like didn't realize I was already done with the in-game stuff because previously it took way longer. It's like,
Sorry, just it baffles me that we have a system to allow fighter jets to refuel mid-flight, not needing to stop. It's like, do you have any idea how hard it is to design something like that?
yeah, and like the precision you need on top of it.
And again, it's not science fiction. It's real. It's a real thing. Baffling as it is. About equally on par with baffling is the whole Fulton system, Metal Gear. That itself is also based on a real thing. Although Fulton is a little exaggerated in Metal Gear, but the principle is real.
Is this the extracting something right thing?
Yeah. You basically put a quick expanding balloon, whatever, attached to a person or anything, whatever, and it would go up into the sky, and a plane would come over to catch it midway. You'll just hook onto it and pull it in. That's the principle of it.
So pretty much the Dark Knight Rises Hong Kong Escape.
Yes, that's the Fulton system right there.
Yeah.
Skyhook. Just amazing some of the military stuff that just sounds like it's like you're making that up. No, we did it. We actually legit did this.
I have to stop attacking planes with such a steep angle.
Sometimes you just need to use bullets.
Yeah. I have gotten better at using the guns also. Like, sometimes I actually do hit. But, like, if they're strafing, it's so hard to see them, let alone, center them and actually get quality shots with leaning in, at least for me. So,
I think the missiles just work better if you're firing head on instead of from behind, because they have a chance to get over it, basically. Unless you're like directly behind them, but when you're coming towards them, basically, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Here, that should work fine.
This English word that,
or not.
Yes. I think it just fired missiles at me. It's like if you're directly behind them, you actually have a good chance of destroying them. But yeah, from the side, it's also a bit of a
as long as it's directly from the front or the back, you're mostly good. The side's only going to work if you're far enough away, basically. But tailing them, catching up, you're going to miss.
Yeah.
At least that's the observations I'm making here and Star Wars Squadron. That's my only experience of this type of gameplay. Oh, something went wrong.
Missile.
That looks like a homing shot.
And I just love how ridiculous the design of the Arsenal bird. Like, it has propellers. How is this thing flying?
Yes, it is. Hello, Adrian, by the way. I didn't notice. I should be focusing on the OBS screen. I was looking at my capture screen.
Yeah. How you doing?
This is Plimer's choice, not mine, if you're wondering.
Yeah, I know it was quite PlayStation exclusive, but it doesn't make it to PC, which is why I can play it. And yeah, I really enjoy this commentary, and it's so ridiculously on the right reasons.
And it's interesting that Ace Combat 6 is 360 exclusive. That is odd. I'm guessing Xbox wanted a good fighter sim, whatever, for some reason. So I guess they paid the rights. And I guess those rights haven't expired yet. Maybe it's because at the time, like, it was either the 360 or PS3, and I guess the devs was like, the PS3 is too fucking hard to work with. Which is the truth, because a lot of, PS3 was powerful. It could rival the PS4 if you really knew what to do, like comparing with The Last of Us. That was a late-gen PS3 game, and it rivaled the PS4. Like, yes, the PS4 port did happen, and it still looked good. But that just says a lot that the PS3 one was good. They knew what they were doing with it at the time.
Oh my god.
That wasn't the internet. That was the game freaking out.
But yeah, no, this like,
I had to assume why this is running on propellers instead of jets.
also this is the whole reason why I picked the 8-8 right now, because like I know this thing has so many propellers you can target individually.
Is it doing enough damage? So I'm gonna assume that it's running on propellers because fuel efficiency, jets would just eat it up. Now Force would need to push.
I don't know what the logic is behind it, but yeah.
Multiple targets. Yeah, it's a shame we're never going to get PS3 backwards compatibility, as much as I want it. Even on PS5, it's still streamed to your console, not directly emulated. I gotta give Sony for at least experimenting, you know, for trying out new stuff, because, yeah, graphically it was impressive. Too bad emulating is a nightmare. Even with current emulators, it's still struggling. Granted, we've gone really far with emulators nowadays, if you actually look at the stuff. It's still missing some things. Hey, we're getting there. Eventually. Still, I think it's weird. It's still cheaper to just buy a PS3, really, nowadays.
Oh, it activated its force field.
It's, I'm sorry, the what? It can't have a force field. No,
Oh,
yep,
yeah,
that is a force field. It just needs a few more rams. Bet you there's an in-universe explanation of how this shield attack works.
But
Where's the target? You keep spinning and there's nothing there. There we go. And you missed.
hey, that was a complete accident. No, I actually hit it.
I meant to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I wasn't fully paying attention. What's going on right now?
We abandoned once we figured out that the Arsenal point bird has force fields.
Oh, we can't penetrate that. Fuck that. We're going home. Still being targeted. Mission ain't done yet.
Yeah, it's like, I got targets here on my screen. I'm going to kill them.
We're not done yet. I want those bonus points, damn it.
I mean, no, like, right now, legitimately, this is my mission still.
Still bonus points.
And, Fun is currently hearing boss music, or soon about to hear that.
Naturally. Why do you hear boss music right now?
We are not, thankfully, but...
I guess it's a topic to bring up. So how's the soundtrack for this game? Because it sounds proper.
The soundtrack is amazing in this game, like, seriously.
This whole game should be. I have a feeling that these squad mates have armor, plot armor, don't they?
Only the ones that are close to me.
Naturally. Which graphics card costs 2,000? Do tell. And is it something to do with GTX? Or whatever it is right now. It can't be AMD. What are we up to right now? The 4070? Is that what we're up to right now?
I think something like that.
4090. Oh, close enough. Almost there. I'm gonna get to that glorious 5,000. Just you wait.
Meanwhile, Fun is completely losing it.
That's fine. Shrug it off. god, she's gone mad.
Yeah.
Abort mission, damn it!
I actually start to hear it. Okay, we also hear boss music.
Oh god. There's something in the clouds! Oh, was that our target? Oh no, we lost someone.
We just take care of the drones.
Dedicated physics cards. Okay, that's a thing. I mean, all right.
Are you going supersonic right now?
Oh, I just remembered something. I just remembered something. Do you know a couple of games like, well, mostly on PS5, got the whole ray tracing treatment because you know the PS5 could do it, right? So,
So just a bit.
that's alright. So on PS5, there's a couple of games that got improvements for like ray tracing and all that with their remasters and everything. That included the Resident Evil titles, or at least the remakes, 2, 3, and 7 and 8, I think, got that treatment. So naturally, they were like, oh, we'll add that to PC, because PC could do ray tracing as well. Yeah, they buggered that up. Naturally.
Why?
Main reason because they were using, what was it, DirectX 12, and a lot of graphics cards did not like DirectX 12. It was like, we can't do this. Oops. So a lot of people who were able to play Resident Evil 2 couldn't anymore. It's like, shit. Thankfully, they were able to like backpedal the update or turn it off. But yeah, a lot of people couldn't play those titles on PC anymore. Oops.
Oh well, can't always win.
And recently, I think there was an update that removed the ray tracing elements because they're like, ah, shit, this ain't working. Let's remove that until we fix it.
Yeah,
apparently,
it's like Hogwarts Legacy also had like so much issues with ray tracing, where like performance wasn't good generally. With ray tracing, it was atrociously bad.
Yeah, there's a point you question whether these graphical improvements are worth the trade-off, really, for performance. I'd say no.
Like, I just wanted to look great and one good, most important.
What's worse is that ray tracing
already looks great.
The worst thing is that ray tracing looks nice when you stand still, but when you're playing the game, you're not thinking about that. You're just playing the game. You stop thinking about ray tracing effects. The only noteworthy game that had that benefit, I guess, was Minecraft, ironically enough. But the game looked so different when you had that turned on. Oh, by the way, there was supposed to be a ray tracing update on Minecraft and consoles. That didn't come out. They didn't do it. Teased it and everything.
You mean the game console?
I think so, yes. I haven't played that yet. I should. I know it's good.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Yes. Reflections. Delicious. That's my gripe with ray tracing that I had most of the time whenever I see it. It's like, yes, the floors are wet now. Lovely. Apparently that's the definition of amazing graphics. Wet floors.
Yeah. Also, Solid Snake is in this game.
Yes, it's like, what kind of flight suit are you wearing? Oh yeah, right. The Spider-Man puddle issue. Right, I remember that. That was the thing. So they teased initially with the gameplay footage of Spider-Man PS4 that they had these interesting puddles in the environment, whatever. They looked really well detailed and everything. Then I think when they released on consoles the next trailer, they were either gone or lacked the detail they had initially. It's like, come on, where'd the puddles go?
Yeah, don't trust trailers.
No, never do. That's not a pilot, that's a drone.
No, but he's the pilot that they based it on later on. Also, he was the one that the boss music was. That he was the one that causes the boss music when he shot down Brown and everything.
Right. Meanwhile, I think put so much effort on these cutscenes. Like, it's very contrasting, because you're never going to see these people actually flying the jets. I mean, they are there, mind you, but you're not looking in their perspectives.
No, it's like, and it becomes worse because one mission that literally explains most of a lot of the background to the plot while you're firebound doing a city. It's like, well, can't talk, can't listen to you.
With cutscenes like these, I'm imagining at some point we'll be able to have like a moment where you can like walk around in a hub type thing, before you fly off.
Yeah.
That type of stuff, but this game doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Man, it's Five Nights at Ace Combat. Shit, I've only got 30% battery left. Yeah, a simple hub would be nice, just like in an aircraft hangar or something like that. Simple.
Would be cool, yeah, but it's like, I don't really miss it that much.
No, it's not needed, but it's just, small bits of immersion. If you're going to go out your way for cutscenes like this, it'd be nice to actually see the characters or walk around, interactions, small stuff. Nothing massive.
You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there.
Oh yeah, she currently has a princess.
Naturally.
Which made me also really confused, like, they started the war, why are they kind of a good, guy to up with the princess?
Democracy, my favorite.
Sorry,
Adrian brought up Planes, pet peeve of mine. So the movie Planes, which was based on Pixar's, Cars, Pixar did not make that. That was Disney, because at the time Disney owned the rights or whatever. So Disney owned the rights to the world of Cars. So Disney made a side film of Planes, because money. So that explains why the films feel off, because Pixar didn't make them.
Yeah, which I think Cars 2 actually has this point over Cars, because like Cars, the whole universe doesn't make sense, but Cars 2 is even so stupid of the plot where, like, I think there's 3 scenes where is it? No, it's Mida. It's Mida, right?
Mater.
Mater explains, I'm not a spy, and every spy's like, oh yeah, sure you're not. I'm also not.
This is
a
an
spy.
amazing act. How much effort did you put to putting that fake rust on you?
I'm not a spy. Oh yeah, right.
It took till the almost death sequence in the Tower of London to be like, I'm not a goddamn spy!
But the fellow actually was quite good again, so is that.
Cars 2 is weird, because it's a mix of, like, I didn't want a Mater film, but it is somewhat decent at the same time. Somehow. Like, I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm like, I can see elements where it's like, they were having a good time making the film.
It has someone, but it's like, it loses me quite. I was like, so I think everything feels a bit forced in it.
It's kind of contrasting. You start with Cars, pretty, almost down to earth-ish, storyline.
Yeah, where it's like
in context,
simple story,
and then spy film, and then back to more grounded, serious story again. It's like, what?
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't mind the step going back when, like, okay, we tried something, it didn't work out. Back to
McQueen, an actual storyline that would make sense.
Yeah.
Which Cars 3 is actually quite decent, although I was disappointed with that trailer. It's like, they got me, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah,
that teaser trailer, thinking he died.
But I thought, like, they would focus more on the, new cars and him battling against it, but I actually like the passing on.
Yeah, the passing the torch, it made sense. There's like that initial teaser trailer, seeing, oh my god, Lightning McQueen is crashing. It's like, he's gonna die! It was like the super detailed crash as well. It's like, where'd the graphics crank up for some reason?
Yeah.
And then the rest of the film looks nothing like that.
Yeah.
Still detailed, mind you, but nowhere near to that degree.
So I'm actually going to take the quick, and you can see like the difference in homing a bit from the stats.
Yeah, I'd rather go for homing rather than multiple targets.
Yeah,
These things better fucking hit.
In this one, it's like I took down Oreo with those, without like realizing that they're kind of a bit infamous and noob tube in multiplayer apparently.
Equivalent.
Yeah. So for I will use them on some missions where I know I will have to fight a boss. And hope that it will go much easier that way.
Just point and pray.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. So, what's with the was it a fox that is painted on the side of your jet?
That's my symbol. It's like the one of the thing.
One of the generic pre-built.
No, that's like literally the canonical one. The one
Oh,
that
okay. That okay. No, I get you.
Also, don't touch the radar bubbles. The mission.
Ah. Wasn't there was okay? Adrian, I was going to mention is like, isn't a couple of Pixar films nowadays kind of rolling with the whole single title thing? But then, yeah, robots exist. That's a different thing. That's Blue Sky. Genuinely good film.
Yeah.
I love that
really
film.
enjoyed robots.
It's not just
Upgrades.
upgrades, people, upgrades.
But it's also like one of those movies that's so morbid if you think about it. It's like,
Yeah, the plot isn't great, but it's like it's got a lot of genuinely nice character interactions. I love the aesthetic of the film. They nailed it. I have no idea how they did it, but the aesthetic of the film is so pleasing to look at. That I was just like, oh man, where's that sequel? It's never gonna happen now. Thanks, Disney.
I didn't mean that the plot wasn't good. It's just like how
It's
messed
basic.
up it is. It's like it's like there are people and they die. Oh god, this is actually quite real with healthcare.
Yeah.
Oh, god.
We need this film now more than ever.
Yeah.
These radar scan blind spots are terrible. Why can't they just have one big one?
Because otherwise we wouldn't have a mission. And look, what's there? This side. And the first time I didn't realize I could change the size of the radar, so I was like back in the labyrinth.
You had it in big size. It's like, where's my?
No,
where's
I
the...
didn't. I had it in this, and you kind
Oh,
of don't
where's
know
the
where
exit?
you should go, yeah.
Oh, that title is far better than just Brave, for fuck's sake. I hate single line film names as shit. Unless they deserve it, goddammit. Shouldn't that be like a big radar spot being right next to the elevator?
No. Don't bring logic into this combat. Oh no, actually, I have to take out everything.
You just brought hindsight. Spelling. If you just take away the A, it's a completely different thing.
I have to look at this later when I'm not engaging anti-air.
Okay, so you brought up that, so, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like, hang on a minute.
In Austria, this movie actually got renamed because I think the name is of a porn actress.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Twice. God damn it. Good old hindsight. It's like, in context of the original source of the name, it makes complete sense in English. But you take it anywhere else, it don't quite translate. Yeah, right. You asked if I could, like... When I was making the thumbnail, you requested I try to implement the space elevator in some way.
Yeah, because I know this is like one of the central plot points, but... Yeah, do what you do.
Well, the reason why I couldn't do that, well, one is that I couldn't find a good source for the model. Two, there was no good clean screenshot of it, like as a background wallpaper type thing, so that couldn't be done.
Yeah,
so
yeah, fair.
I had to work well it got. Just be happy I was able to find the fighter jet that's straight from the game.
With what you got. I just find it. Keep up Avax. I don't know.
Right, Hero's Quest. I think I remember that title. I can't remember what the game was exactly, but Quest for Glory does sound more distinct than Hero's Quest, which, yes, that is a board game. I think that's what I'm mixing right now.
And I have to be careful not to crash into this thing at some point.
Reminds me of, so I think there was a Final Fantasy game that was made specifically for America, but they didn't label it Final Fantasy, they labeled it something else. in English, but then in Japan, I think it was still labeled as a Final Fantasy title. It was changed to something else though, but it was still labeled Final Fantasy something. Up, lift off. It's one and the same, isn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
Must have done a literal translation, I guess. Oh, I just remembered something stupid. Did you ever see the Mako Bay edit of Up?
No, that sounds amazing.
There is an amazing Mako Bay trailer edit of Up, and yes, there are explosions galore. I'm gonna write that note down so I don't forget that. We gotta do that after the stream.
Yeah, definitely. I'm destroying containers while everybody else engages actually battle stuff.
Well, why ruin perfection? Toy Story is already clear enough as it is. Everyone can understand that. It's a story featuring toys.
Makes sense, yeah.
Toy Story as a production on the production side was interesting. Like they chose specifically toys to focus on their project for the CGI movie because, well, CGI back then it already looked plasticky, so you might as well embrace it. Which is why you don't look at the humans too often.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah, it's why you don't look at the humans too often, especially. So I found out, I should have known this ages ago. All the kids in Andy's party, they're literally the exact same model, just changed the textures of the shirts. They made sure that you couldn't see all the kids' faces. They're literally Andy's face, all of them. They made sure you couldn't see their heads directly.
This is the known way of doing movies where you, also like Inception, and I think also in Tenet, you barely see the face of children.
Why waste time?
Inception kind of makes sense, but yeah.
It's like, why waste time and assets on something you only see for, what, a minute at most?
Yeah, but this is... Nolan is actors. It's like a deliberate choice.
Oh, don't fly too low. Hitting these buildings would be way too easy.
Second one also missed.
Right, get him in the jet, set him off.
And a helicopter, it's not as cool.
Oh, the helicopters still have weapons, just not as fast.
Yeah.
You just don't want to be up close to one, that's for sure.
Also, you don't want to be on the ground next to someone.
Just don't be near them in general.
Yeah, but is it, jets eat helicopters because they're slow. Jets aren't. But, for ground targets, helicopters win supreme unless you're in a video game because then somebody just takes you out.
GTA just cool, they want the helicopters back.
I mean, this is also an Uncharted thing, Battlefield, Call of Duty thing. Stop hiding behind the...
Go ahead, Adrian, I'm having a good time with these titles so far.
So, why are you way back there?
A long time ago in the grass. That's for A Bug's Life. That's a very different title.
Yeah, but I actually like that as a title. It's like
it's a good title, but it kind of indicates something else. Monsters and Co. That still works for the Monsters Inc. thing. That still works. Where is Nemo? All right, fair enough. Monsters University, that didn't need to change at all. Doesn't fit inside the head.
Oh god, that's it.
Oh, you took that too seriously.
Yeah.
I do like this style. What plays in the soul? That's actually really good. That works.
That's a poetic one.
That works considering the story of Soul itself. That's actually good. But doesn't fit inside the head. Completely changes it entirely.
Escort mission, everybody's favorite.
I'm fascinated what Ratatouille's pun will be. Considering that it's literally French, it's like, how are they going to translate that one? Alright, so where are we at? Because, you know, I got distracted.
We need to escort somebody, you know, shoot down AoEs.
Oh, goody! I love escort missions. Never
Yeah.
dealt enough of that with Monster Hunter as of late.
Oh yeah. I'm just like, why does it have escort missions?
Shouldn't, but it does. I hate them. I guess some jokes don't quite translate there, but yeah, try what you can.
Yeah, translation's always like, you usually lose something.
Something's always lost. I guess.
Don't jinx it, you idiots.
I don't know why I'm remembering this now. It's been years since I played it. So I just remembered that, you know, the original Iron Man, you know, and MCU Iron Man had a game and everything. It kind of plays like this. Not quite the same though. I think Iron Man 2 was a better game at the end of the day, but I don't know. It's been ages, way too long since I played those games. This is during my, you know, Blockbuster days. Things just heated up a little bit.
Yeah, one person showed up and they hit the space elevator. No.
Not the space elevator that goes nowhere. We should build an elevator that goes to space. But, sir, the whole point of an elevator is to get to a target. I want to go to space, damn it! I want to go to space, and I want to go now!
We have rockets for that could go soonish.
No, I want to go now whenever I like to. Not wait 5 years just for a rocket to be built and then come back home.
But building the space elevator would also take time.
But it will be available whenever I want it to. I wouldn't be surprised if Aperture had some hand in this. Gotta get that moon dust somehow.
Yeah. But I think the going for this mission, you don't really like the target doesn't have a health, you just kill AoEs around it.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, he's fine.
I mean, I'm watching him, so...
Give him 5 minutes. He will in a minute. Oh yeah, actually there's a minute going down. Oh shit, you are being timed right now. Oh, it's hit another target. What the bonus points, damn it?
Oh, there it is. Like, maybe I should protect it.
Oh no! Who was that again? Ah shit. We've been betrayed!
As a real match too. Because it didn't, yeah.
Wait, so we fucked up?
Yeah, we shot down the former president.
Are we the bad guys?
They don't know.
Just pretend nothing went wrong. This is fine. Cheapskate McDuck. I mean,
Oh,
you're
that's
not
awesome.
wrong, because that is what Scrooge is.
Well, that's the game done, I think.
Good place to stop.
I mean, I
Mission
was
failed.
actually
We'll get him
planning
next
this,
time.
I was actually planning on. I hope I could do this in the first part. But
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed.
Mission failed
well,
successfully.
this is actually quite important for this.
He survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Oh no. What are we to do?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay, medals.
Did you not get those before?
No. I don't know what the what determines the
They're not labeled as achievements, are they?
medals. So yeah.
Alright.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base.
Oh no.
With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, we must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack.
That's the pun, though. You can't just change it back to the old way.
They bombed us. Osia didn't give a damn.
Oh well.
We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us.
No, that's
In
an
their eyes, we were
appropriate
expendable.
title, I suppose.
Less than the fake planes in the bunkers.
Could be worse. Could be the original premise of Emperor's New Groove. They were not confident with that project initially at the start.
Yeah.
Because it was based on Kingdom of the Sun, I think it was, something like that. It was more traditional Disney film at that point. They were not confident, and it showed. Why do you think they changed the film completely differently?
A gambler, an anarchist, just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just
Oh, for fuck's sake, they couldn't even name it like the Ice Queen or anything.
day after day.
God's sake.
Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
Anyway.
My dad
God.
said phones the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero.
Yeah. Which also like this is something that you didn't really mention it. Fucked me up in my first paper. It's like, wait, did I just kill someone that I wasn't supposed to?
Did I
it was
fuck
like,
up?
and, like, this doesn't get answered for a while, and this is the point where I say, like, you can figure out what's happened, but you're probably not going to do this on your first playthrough.
Yeah, because in that mission, if you're most likely to stop paying attention, not realize what the fuck's going on, because there's a lot of dialogue happening there. And by the time you know it, the mission's done. Which is why it's encouraged to replay the games, but, you know, when you're done playing the game, you're kind of good for that moment.
That's gotta be the most
Yeah.
pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little
Oh,
while
that's us! That's us she's referring
Yeah.
to.
Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osia during the last war, remember?
The ex-president.
He's the one that sent
Yeah.
my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here.
You sure they didn't just build a jet because they wanted a hobby?
Should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit.
How can you hate the smell? This is what you've been doing for years.
Yeah.
Sorry, the name for Home on the
Oh,
Range.
God, oh.
No,
They did this intentionally, didn't
that
they?
one was intentionally. I got a good laugh out of that. That film's trash.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. They meant literal as in horns, but still, I got a good laugh.
So, yeah, as in the punishment for killing somebody with a fighter jet, they are going to send us on the mission buying pilot jets again.
A suicide mission, though, right?
Yeah, kind of. But
What do you mean, kind of? It has to be suicidal because there's no other form of punishment for what I've just done.
yeah, I mean, slight spoilers, I guess, for next pages. In the beginning, you don't even have access to weapons. You're just meant to be a target and fly around.
Ah, okay. So they're just withholding information on you. Now it makes sense. So still suicide mission end of the day. So do what I normally do. Got it.
Yeah. And we're getting attacked again?
Fuck's sake. You need to increase the security defenses around here. Land of spells? What spells? No spells in Wonderland, it's just madness.
Yeah.
Call it Land of Madness. There you go, that still works. What spells?
Honestly, I kind of like the concept of this, but it's like, oh, yeah, we're in prison, but we still fly planes because otherwise this game wouldn't happen.
Yeah, it's just, well,
Yeah.
no, the logical conclusion would be, let's switch to the other character they've been, pushing at us right now. Now's a good time. Nah.
Nah. But
Right.
yeah,
We'll
fellowship
stop
we
here.
don't have an hour, and I think this is actually quite a good place.
Yeah,
to
this
stop.
is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Alright, let me go to the thumbnail preview. Alright.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Still quite happy with the thumbnail.
Same. It's a good thumbnail.
Right, so that will do for a stream. So yeah, check back. I think tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow for more Ace Combat. So yeah, till then. Bye. All.
Bye.
Sorry, more titles. Is it really good?
Good fishes.
Yeah, it's like, why is it good fish? It should be lying fishes. Isn't that the point?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. All right, so till then, bye all.
Bye.